check out this week's technique of the week. Plus, I'm gonna throw in a little bonus for y'all at the end. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think. So we worked on some retention strategies. One of those retention strategies was when my partner started to move away from this position, I wanted to put my foot as far away as I could on the ground here to keep Cameron from being able to get past my knee. So what we do here is we're gonna go ahead and retain the position by putting our foot out and then working our way towards the other direction and making sure that we have our back nice and retained. Today's technique is actually gonna come where he starts to work his way out of this position. I start to realize I'm gonna lose it. So I'm gonna take this under position here and I'm gonna go underneath his collar. Grab as much as I can of Cameron's neck. This hook needs to stay in because it's gonna control some of his movement towards the mat here. Once I get here, I'm gonna prop up and I'm gonna get my knee right on the ground here, okay? So now Cameron's gonna have a choice here. Oftentimes, if he continues his trajectory, we can always work into getting the knee here and then retaking the back. If, however, Cameron sees that he's in trouble and he keeps going in that direction, he may try to get his back on the mat. He might try to do an elbow escape. So if he tries to do an elbow escape, it's actually gonna help me to get into this position. Big mistake people will make here is they'll try to get all the way on the head and all I'm really doing is putting pressure on Cameron's jaw. So I wanna make sure to get the strangle. I get my shoulder underneath his neck. And now as far as hand configuration goes, you can go palm to palm or 10 fingers. I prefer 10 fingers. Now from here, we'll get to this angle. Now from here, I take my legs up, I slide across. There's no real need to do this, but if you need to kick that leg off, feel free. The right knee is gonna stop his hip. My left knee is going to sprawl. A lot of people try to do this by driving in their partner's jaw. It's not really gonna work. So don't try to get your hips up and drive in your partner's head or squeeze. I'm just gonna drop my hips and get as low as I can go. Now from here, Cameron already tapped, but now from here, all I wanna do is think about rotating into my partner's body. So it's a little bit of a rotational finish here. I'm not gonna squeeze. There's never any tension through my arms. I wanna rotate into his body. Also making sure that I keep my elbow up. That gives me an extra base of support. And now I can rotate it. Once we're here, guys, the reason why I want to get my elbow out is because if I have my elbow in and Cameron tries to bridge into me to get his elbow back, he could get that elbow down to the floor. So if I keep my elbow up here and Cameron tries to bridge into me, it's much more difficult. Actually, he just tapped himself out. So we're going to be finishing the arm triangle from the back escape. So countering the back escape, going right into an arm triangle. That is the technique of the week. As a little bonus, here's what I'm gonna show you guys a little gi variation. So obviously that works great with gi and no gi. However, if you're in a situation where you have the gi and you want to utilize the gi, here's a great bonus. So everything's the same. We work into this position here. Now we're kind of in this arm triangle position, okay? Now, if I'm in this situation and I want to utilize the gi, what we can do here is we can grab our sleeve, get my knee up, and then now I'm gonna try to get my hand towards this side of his neck, and then we're gonna go and squeeze and finish a little Ezekiel choke. So one more time, if you wanna utilize a gi, you get to this position, you take the sleeve, grab it here like an Ezekiel choke, and we're gonna put the hand, fist, right behind my partner's neck. My knee will come up, we're gonna come back, and then now we can finish an Ezekiel choke from that same position. So that is the technique of the week. We are working on an arm triangle an arm triangle to counter the back. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think.